if you look at sustainability, there are different layers of stakeholders. So you can look at the farmers, the veterinarians, the dairy companies, and also the companies that sell the dairy products from the dairy companies. And if you look at that, and if you look at the dairy companies, the most important part is the CO2 emission. They're really keen on that. Biodiversity of the land, and also, of course, animal health and animal welfare. They have all kind of regulations and measurements that also influence the daily work of the farmer.
Animal welfare standards. So the reduce of antibiotics is a key one. And this is an EU legislation that's coming in across the board in 2023. So I suppose it's how can we use our products within MSD to secure healthier animals, the use of vaccines and herd health plans. So obviously this in turn will reduce the use of antibiotics across all species in the industry. Other ones are, I suppose the key one will be climate concerns. So how can we reduce greenhouse gas emissions? And Ireland as a country has a reduction target of 33% by 2030 in agriculture alone. So this is a huge target. So we have a big responsibility and a big role to play in reducing this as a company.
The big drivers for sustainability in our region are, of course, you have the governmental regulations, and they are mainly focusing on nitrogen emissions, water quality, and these kind of measurements. But I think more important is what's happening in the retail, driven by the consumer wishes. So they are really a positive forcing power of this regulation. So what you see in the supermarket is that you have the oat milk, you have the dairy milk, and they are competing against each other on the CO2 emissions. So if a dairy company can show that the footprint of this dairy milk is low, then there is, the consumer doesn't have to choose on these kind of things on these two products. So I think that's more positive than governmental regulations.